they're earning in on 75% of the project in a two-stage deal. And that involves a couple of cash payments as well as putting $10 million into the ground to advance drill programs of the project. And so Teck is really driving the bus on everything that is social and technical in nature here.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Chris Buncic. He is the CEO of Condor Resources. And Chris, good to see you again. How are you?
You too, Steve. Great, thanks.
Good to have you along. I know you've had some news out today, another critical milestone we'll talk about in just a second, but this is all in relation to your relationship with Teck. So remind everyone a little bit about project and more importantly, this earning agreement.
Well, Cobreorco is a joint venture that we've put together with Teck Resources just over a year ago. And so the application for this DIA, or the environmental permit out of Peru, was something that was submitted, last September. But I think what's really interesting about this project is that Teck is so interested in advancing it. It's got a huge amount of potential, and it's about 50 kilometers away from MMG's Las Bambas mine in southern Peru. It's a very large porphyry skarn type system. That's confirmed by what we've able to take in terms of samples. We're getting great values of gold and copper coming back from in potassic mineralization on surface in a very large kind of outcropping area. And I think that's what really attracted Teck. And so going back just over a year ago, we executed on this option agreement with Teck. They're earning in on 75% of the project in a two-stage deal. And that involves a couple of cash payments as well as putting $10 million into the ground to advance drill programs of the project. And so Teck is really driving the bus on everything that is social and technical in nature here. We now have this DIA. And so the next step is initiation of activities. And that is kind of the final permit required in order to start going to drill. And so that's something that we're, waiting for with anticipation here. And hopefully that comes very quickly and we can get busy at the project. And we'll be able to talk about that as Teck makes progress. Now, they're earning into 75% of the project by spending all that money. We'll retain 25% of the project. And so this is a material project for Condor, and Teck, of course, has a big budget and is very keen to drill this off. And so, again, it's very meaningful for us.
Chris, was this DIA? Was it the key one that you had to get, and then the next one you expect to get a little easier once the DIA was done? So it seems like the hard work has sort of been done.
That's right. I mean, all of the large amount of detail has gone into the DIA. The next initiation activities is more of a review of the social aspects. Now, a lot of the social aspects have been addressed in the DIA, and so the ministry goes and visits the site, and there are some further conversations that happen. But we're expecting that to go relatively smoothly. I mean, we are a little bit outside the process, so I don't want to set expectations too high, but it's possible that we could be drilling in this third quarter and see some results flow from that in the second half of this year.
So, Chris, as you mentioned a bit earlier, Teck looking to earn about 75% interest into the project. They have to spend $10 million over the next 3 years. That's a lot of money on a project in 3 years, and I would imagine really accelerates what they're hoping to do.
That's right. And look, this is a very exciting project because of the potential scale here. So again, 50 kilometers away is the MMG's Las Bambas mine, which is producing at 50 million tons per year. It's got about 14 billion pounds of copper in terms of resources. So very large operations on these skarn porphyry type deposits. And the prize is really large. So we're excited that we have such a meaningful piece in this, and that it's going to really kind of get moving now that Teck has got its DIA. And I believe very shortly we'll be able to go and drill.
Good to see you, Chris. Thanks very much.
You too. Thanks, Steve.
All right, Chris Buncic, the CEO of Condor Resources.